doesn't like it.
Really?
There you go.
I don't know.
You can't ride it in Texas. You know, you can hardly ride it.
I didn't do my hair.
Oh, you still look
You
handsome.
didn't do. Here he is. You ever seen it?
I can do my hair.
Stacy
now.
just sent me pictures.
I mean, I just
They're working
stumbled
hard.
out of bed. 6 people watching one man work.
We're gonna go for a ride today, and Pat's gonna show us some wee stuff. He calls it a wee ride. Wee!
Kind of makes me a little nervous, Pat.
Well, we're still in Quartzsite.
We are. How long have we been here?
Oh wow,
It's just going by so fast.
it is. It's going real fast.
We're only here for another couple weeks.
Can you hear that noise? That's our flags in the wind.
Yes, blowing in the wind.
It continues to blow in Quartzsite.
Yes, it does every day. We're hiding. We're over here because we're hiding from the wind.
That's right.
So we're next to Big Red here.
So what do you think so far?
It's great. Having a great time.
We are.
Yeah.
So when people say we can't boondock with a rig this big, yes we can.
Yes, you can.
We've been here like a month.
Yeah. Well, 2 years ago we were here for 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't listen to those people.
Yeah, you naysayers.
You naysayers, bad people. No, I'm kidding. No, you can. You can. You can do it very comfortably, as long as you are prepared.
Yep.
And we're prepared.
Yep. So we've been getting some stuff done. We had some repairs to do on our Can-Am when we got here. Pat, who is a very good friend of ours, Pat and Stacy, very good friends of ours.
Yeah.
Pat looked at my machine and he says, "Hey, you got a leaky shock." I said, "I know, I don't know what to do about it." He goes, "Well," he said he was going to take his machine down to Glamis and have some work done on his machine by shock therapy.
Yeah.
And
He said, "Let me help you spend some money."
Yep. So he helped me take the my bad shock off. He hauled it all the way down to Glamis with him with his machine, and then brought it back all fixed up. They rebuilt the shock, and
Yeah.
it came back great. And he helped me install it. He also helped me. I had broken off one of my front stabilizers, and it was just the stock stabilizers that were on there. And so he picked up an aftermarket stabilizer for me from Shock Therapy, and he helped me install that. And then he said, "Okay, now we got to go test out your machine."
Oh, did we ever do that?
So he said, you know, when you take your machine fast on the whoops, and he says you get some air and come down, and he said your machine should land and then just slowly come back into place. And he says if it does this, then we need to adjust your shock. And I said, "Oh well, I can't get air on my machine." And he said, "You're not trying hard enough." Okay.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
So we went on a ride with Pat and Stacy and just had a blast, and we'll show you some footage here in a second of that. But thanks to Pat for helping us, you know, rebuild our shock and get some things done on the machine, and it's running top notch right now.
And we got air.
We did.
Yeah.
We've also been working on some projects.
Mm-hmm.
So our friends Neal and Dawn. Neal is a Boogie Light distributor and installer, and we'd been talking about putting Boogie Lights on the back of the truck, and especially on the back of the trailer, because on our trailer the lights on the bottom are just 6 round lights.
And they're hard to see lit up.
They are hard to see, and especially if you're in traffic, you know, I want people behind me, well behind me in traffic, to be able to see when we're stopping or whatever. And so he ordered some Boogie Lights for us. We put a set on the back of the truck on the fairing, and they look amazing, don't
They're
they?
so cool. I love lights. The more lights, the merrier.
Yeah.
You know?
But these are kind of a safety issue for me, and so we put red tail lights, stop lights, turn signals on the back of the truck on the fairing, and you can see them, I think, a mile away.
Yes. Yeah.
But we're done.
For part 1.
Part one.
Part one's done.
Part one's done.
Yes.
So what's part one? We put Boogie Lights on the truck today.
The second set, actually.
Yep. So we're going to try them out.
I was going to say, should we try them out?
It's sunset, and we're going to try them out.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Do you have to turn the truck on first?
No, I'm just going to turn the key on.
Okay.
What?
Yay! They work.
What do you think?
They look great.
Don't they look awesome?
Oh my gosh, yes, I love them. Wow. More lights.
Okay, so
You
let's
never
try
have
the
enough
turn. Let's try the
lights.
turn signals now.
Okay. Wow, that looks so good.
What do you think?
Right. Yeah, I like them a lot. You guys did a great job.
And then we did the same thing on the fifth wheel, and they turned out extremely well. So strips on both sides of the garage. So we're really happy about that. And if you need to know more, if you want to know more about the Boogie Lights, you know, shoot Neal an email. He's at neal@nomadneal.com.
That's right.
And he knows what he's doing. He does a really good job. It's clean. It's a very nice, clean install, and I'm real happy.
Yeah.
Extremely happy.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll put his information down below also.
Yeah. So we've been getting some questions out here at Quartzsite. Last week you got to see the horns blow, and so now you know, if you've been out here hearing the horns blow, you know the reason behind the horns at our campsite. And it just continues on, even though people are trickling off. We're still honking.
They're loud enough.
Yeah.
So even if you only have 2 or 3, it's still loud.
Yep. One of the questions we got was they've heard about spiders and snakes in the Arizona desert. This is the winter in the desert, and it's still a little cold for snakes, and so they're still kind of hibernating.
Yeah.
We've always been here in January, February, March. We've seen one snake in all the time that we've been here, and that was on a ride up in the hills.
Oh yeah,
On a semi-hot day, and he was just kind of meandering across one of the trails and wasn't going to bother anybody, but that's the only snake we've seen in all the time we've been here.
Yeah.
We've never seen a spider.
No, or a scorpion or anything like that.
Nope, nope.
A couple flies every once in a while, which is weird.
But there really aren't any bugs.
And the dangerous pine beetle.
Oh, yeah, well.
That come out from where?
Yeah, but they hitched a ride with us.
They did.
They're not from here.
And some of our, I know it, I was just joking.
Oh.
Because you ask anybody around in here, when they come here, all of them, it's warm out and they're all coming out.
Yeah, those stupid pine needles, stink bugs, whatever you want to call them, they get into the RVs, you know, up in the north, and then you get down here in the warmer climate and they come out because they think it's summertime, and oh, what a mess.
They're so annoying.
I think we finally got rid of them, though.
I know, I haven't seen any for a while.
Yeah. The other question that we got quite a bit was, what's the cell service like in the Quartzsite area? Well, it's not the best. Cell service, voice service is good.
Yeah.
Data service is not always the best, and the reason for that, we've been told, and it makes sense, is out of 3,800 residents year-round residents in the Quartzsite area, there's really no need to put in multiple antennas around this area. I-10 runs through here, so they do have just enough. All 3 carriers seem to have pretty good signal. But when you throw over 1 million RVers in this little area,
it gets used fast.
It does, and so the bandwidth gets used up, and when the bandwidth gets used up, the speed drops. Although we've been okay.
Yeah, we got here after the tent show, so there was a lot of people that left already, so that helped.
Yeah, but
With phone calls and everything, there's no issues.
Verizon's got a great signal. We've got like 4 bars on Verizon, but the data speed is just horrible on Verizon. T-Mobile works really well, except for in the evenings when everybody seems to be online streaming or whatever.
Yeah.
And we've been using AT&T as our go-to while we've been here, and we're getting, for the most part, we're getting 5 or 6 meg down and at least the same up. So we're doing okay on AT&T. I know that Dawn is working full-time out of her rig Monday through Friday, and she's not having an issue, and she uses up a lot of bandwidth. So you know, she says it's a little slower than what they're used to, but she's getting along fine.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about on the cell service. Let's talk about the solar. When we put solar on this coach, we put in 8 lithium 100 amp hour lithium batteries. And I put in 6 panels, 6 200-watt panels. So we've got 1,200 watts of solar on the roof.
Which is what we had in our previous coach.
Right. We had 6 batteries, 6 panels on our previous rig, and it did fine out here.
We were fine.
When we got here, we had 8 batteries and 6 panels, but we have the residential fridge now. And so
Yes.
what we're finding is we're doing okay, but we can never get back up to 100% state of charge on the batteries in a day.
Yeah.
So we're having to run the generator to supplement a little bit. So this summer I'm going to put 2 more panels on there. So rule of thumb, for every 100 amp hour of battery that you have, you probably need 200 watts of solar, a minimum of 200 watts per 100 amp hours of batteries, and you should get along fine. And we, like I say, we've been doing okay. We've just had to supplement it a little bit with the generator when the microwave's running, or when you run the air fryer, or you know, that sort of thing. And so it's been working really, really well. But I did tilt them when we first got here.
when you first came, but really you didn't have to.
No, I've just been left them flat. After the first couple of weeks, I dropped them down flat, and we're getting about the same flat as we were tilted. So, you know, it's working.
Hey, where are the orange boot horns? I missed those.
They're in our old coach.
Did you give him? Did you give it to him?
They went with the deal.
Did they? Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So we've been having a great time here at Quartzsite, and we've been riding a lot.
We have.
The
It's been
side-by-side,
so
our
much fun.
Can-Am is built for this environment, and there's a lot of people here with side-by-sides. We go out with at least 3-4 rigs at a time, sometimes up to 9.
Yeah.
And we've just been having a great time. Some of you have messaged us and said, hey, we're staying here or we're staying there. Why don't you come ride with us? And hopefully we're going to get a chance to do that. But time is going by so fast while we're here.
We get so busy. We have, well, all of our friends are here.
Yeah,
So we're busy.
yeah. But we did go on the wee ride after the repairs to test out the shocks and the new front stabilizers, and take a look at this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, today, one of the things we really like to do at Quartzsite, if we didn't mention it before, Quartzsite is kind of our downtime.
It is.
We've had a very busy fall,
We have.
and winter is here, and everybody else is cold and snowy and yucky, and we come to Quartzsite for the 70 to 80 degree weather, but once in a while you get these fronts that push through here, and we get the pretty heavy winds and
60 degrees.
cooler temperatures in
Yeah.
the 60s, but it's still very doable. So what we like to do on our yucky days is go for a ride.
Right.
So we're going to get dusty and dirty going for a ride anyway. So why not go when it's windy, and we'd just be stuck inside today anyway, huh?
I know. We'll probably be stuck inside for the next couple days because it's not supposed to be very nice.
Yeah, so we're going to go for a ride today, and Pat's going to show us some wee stuff. He calls it a wee ride. Wee!
Kind of makes me a little nervous, Pat.
So we're
I
going to
trust you, Pat. I trust
We're
you.
gonna go for a wee ride. He wants me to go for the wee ride to test out our suspension and make sure the shocks are adjusted correctly.
Yes, because he had to repair them.
Yeah.
So that's good.
All right, so we're gonna go for a wee ride. Come on along.
Plenty of time. Never you fall when bridges may burn. Got the right rhymes, yeah. But no words when you miss the turn. The end is on its way. There isn't any place to escape it. No, it's calling out your name. It's time to finally turn around and face it. Face it. We feel like flowers every moment. Spend all our time fixing what's broken. Let's live for now. Let's live for now. Now. Don't leave another word unspoken. its way. The end is on its way. The end is on its way. We feel like flowers every moment. Spend all our time fixing what's broken. Let's live for now. Let's live for now. Now. Don't leave another word unspoken. Or get stuck going through the motions. Let's live for now. Let's live for now. We feel like flowers, we feel like flowers, we're gone. We feel like flowers, we feel like flowers, we're gone. We're only here for a night, it seems. Never knowing what tomorrow brings. We feel like flowers, we feel like flowers, we're gone.
Well, what'd you think?
It was my favorite ride so far.
Ever?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow,
I mean, they're all really spectacular, but this was fun.
that was fun.
It was our wee ride. We said wee. It was. We took air.
We did.
We did, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, Pat helped me change out the shock, and he said, okay, let's make sure that it's adjusted appropriately, so you're going to have to get some air. And I said, I can't get air in this machine. He says, then you're not trying hard enough. So
It was so much
So
fun.
what did we do? We went out and got some air, didn't we?
We did a few times. A few times. I kind of lifted out of my seat a little bit. I'm like, wow, this is fun.
It was fun, and then we found another back road on the back side of Palm Canyon.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, what a beautiful place.
What was that rock that we looked at? It was an Indian foot rock or something?
Indian footprint.
Yeah, Indian footprint. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That was amazing.
The marble and the rocks up there, it's just, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
There's so much to explore out here.
Yeah.
And that's why we like Quartzsite.
Yes, and it's a place we've never been to before. I mean, each ride we've been on, this is our 5th ride.
Yeah.
And only went on 2 of the same ones when we went and took Fred and Gina.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, I mean, beautiful. The desert is beautiful.
It is. Pretty windy today, but that was a good time to be out on the machine because, I mean, we felt the wind, but I mean, it was dusty anyway, so what the heck.
With the big helmets, and you're trying to fight the wind with this big old helmet on my head.
All right, so that's why we like Quartzsite.
Yes.
Was that fun?
That was so much fun. I didn't think I would like to get up off the ground and land, but that was my favorite.
And we got on the back side of Palm Canyon.
We did.
We'd never been there before.
Nope. It was, oh, God's creation is beautiful.
Yep.
I love it.
It was gorgeous that day.
And can we talk about the weather?
Oh, yeah, the weather's been pretty good.
It has
Although
been.
the last 3 days have been windy and cold.
Yeah,
Cold.
we've had rain, but man, we needed the rain.
Yeah, we did. And it's been cold Arizona desert cold.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
we're
it's-
wearing coats and
yeah.
layers and everything, and
But
you
we're
know,
not in 12 inches of snow like some of you guys are.
No, it's layering 3 times in the morning, and then as you go, you take a layer off.
And a
the
layer
next-
off at noon and a layer off at 2.
And then about 4, you put the layers back on. But that's okay.
But it's supposed to be in the 80s coming up here pretty quick. And
I think Wednesday is supposed to be 87.
yeah.
That's too hot.
Yeah.
But we'll get through it. It's okay.
And we're not sure how long we're going to be here.
No.
We're just kind of playing it in jello, as we told you before. This is kind of our downtime, and
Yeah.
we're just kind of enjoying ourselves and trying to get some projects out of the way. And
We're allowing ourselves to not worry about having to do anything if we don't want to.
yeah,
Just relax.
yeah,
So it's kind of hard sometimes.
yeah.
I feel like you need to do something all the time. But
So we're having a good time.
we are.
So, you ready to wrap this one up?
I am.
It's been a great week, hasn't it?
It has been. It has been.
And we're
It's
looking
just-
forward to more adventures.
Absolutely. It's just been so much fun while we've been here.
Yep.
I'm going to miss it.
All right, so we're going to wrap this one up from Quartzsite, Arizona, in the desert.
It all starts with an idea.
Hey, thanks for coming along, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.